Hello there! Welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new. It is my glow up routine. Get ready with me while I answer some questions that you guys have been leaving on my videos and just kind of tell you a little bit more about myself. So I'm super excited to do this video because usually I get ready to film and then I film. So now I get to get ready with you guys and then I'm gonna film after this anyways. Okay, let's just get into it. So for my glow up routine is like looking my best. Maybe I'm gonna film a video, maybe I'm gonna go out with my friends, whatever. It's when I wanna look good. So I've already applied 2 products off camera just to kind of save a little bit of time, and that is a tinted sunscreen. Tinted sunscreen helps even out your skin tone and protects your skin. I'm using the Cerave tinted sunscreen SPF 30. This is great. I already have it on my skin. If I didn't, you'd know because I'm a pale ass person. So I already have that on. The only other product that I have on already is this Nivea Smooth Lip Care SPF of 15. A little bit of sunscreen, not a whole lot, but SPF 15, so that's just kind of nice, so I already put that on my lips. Okay, I just want to say that this feels hella weird doing this on camera because I've always been really shy about the fact that I wear makeup because most men don't. Some men do, but most don't, and I don't know, I've always just been afraid of being made fun of or not accepted. But here I go, I'm putting it on camera and I'm putting it on my YouTube, so that's a twist on things. I'm gonna go in with some concealer. Concealer is great to cover any pimples that you have, redness that you have, pigmentation, overall just brighten up the skin. I kind of use it to cover out some discoloration and overall brighten up my complexion, give me some dimension. I'm using the, what is this? The Joah Wand Me Up Concealer in the color Ivory. Looks like this. You can get this at the drugstore. With concealer, you want to get a color that's a little bit lighter than you to help brighten up a little bit, but it doesn't have to be crazy. So I just kind of put it kind of in the center of my face. I don't really have any problem areas to target right now. Thank God for that. I'm using this BH Cosmetics Totally Plastic Sponge that comes in the cutest package. Like, I was in Ulta and this display, all the makeup kind of blends in together, I feel like. Some displays do stand out more than others, but this Totally Plastic display like really stood out to me. And it's a really nice sponge. It's very soft. As you can see, it blends things away. If you want like a lot more coverage, I would suggest using a brush because sponges do absorb your product, but I'm just looking for like a little bit of brightening up. I don't really drag it under my eyes. I just kind of do it like next to my nose all the way up to the corner of my eye because again, I do want it to look natural. I want it to look normal. I just want to kind of look a little bit better but still look like my skin. Doing the center of my nose to kind of highlight that, blend this out. So somebody asked me as a question on my video, they said like, how do you stay so motivated or organized with videos? One, thank you, because that's a compliment that people can notice that just from watching your videos. I do really try hard to stay organized. I have multiple different jobs that I do. I have my day job. I work at one of the top 4 investment firms in the United States. I don't want to say the name of it because I do like my privacy, which is weird because I'm putting myself out on the internet, but I like to be out on the internet. I like to talk to people and be relatable like that, but I don't want my personal information out there, if that makes sense, which is hard to do when you're on the internet. Because it's hard to make a connection with people and build a fan base or a following if you don't give information, because people want to relate to you and that's why they like you or look up to you. But I do that. I do YouTube, as you know, and I also do real estate investing. So I just stay motivated because I like to do all of it. Sometimes when I kind of slow down on YouTube or whatever, I don't really give up. There's times that I take some time off from filming that you guys can't even notice because I pre-film. I might take 2 weeks off from YouTube, but then I'll work extra hard before or after that break. But there's definitely times that I just, you know, if my videos didn't get a lot of views or there wasn't a lot of engagement, you know, I'm like, eh. So there's definitely moments like that, but what keeps me coming back to YouTube is that I get comments of people saying like, this was really helpful, or thank you, or, you know, just a general conversation on YouTube. I really love that side of YouTube. I love looking at my analytics and I can see that I have subscribers from all over the world, which is so friggin' cool to me. Like, that is so amazing that I'm able to connect with or help somebody that's so far away from me, somewhere I've never been, somewhere that I can't relate to at all. It really gives me a perspective of how lucky I am, and just, it's just like such a cool feeling. So that definitely keeps me going on YouTube. I gotta keep moving, otherwise we're just gonna be like stalled here. I do like to wear blush because it's brightening up on the skin. I'm gonna be using the Rare Beauty Nearly Mauve blush. I got this during the Sephora VIB sale, and I really like it. I'm using a random brush from eBay, I think. And there is a little mirror in this, so I'm gonna try to use that. So I just tap the brush in to this, I get it on there, and then I just start on the top of my cheek lightly, and I just kind of pat and drag. I know it looks crazy, but trust me, we're gonna blend it. I've never used this tiny mirror. Like, thank you, Selena Gomez, for including it. Maybe it's good for travel, but I never really use mirrors on my cosmetic products. Maybe I should. And then I take my sponge and I just blend that out even more. Kind of blend it in with the tinted sunscreen and everything. How I stay motivated at work, I kind of have to. I'm a recent college grad, so I'm not like crazy high up in the company or anything like that. Maybe one day. What I specifically do, I'm not obsessed with by any means. Like, real estate's a big hobby of mine. That's why I do real estate investing on the side. And it's a struggle because I am so young and I don't have a lot of money. So for me to invest, I don't get a lot of say in what's going on. It's just like, okay, give me your money. So I try to work with people that I believe in, have faith in, and then there's a risk for it. Like, the loan could default, the housing market can change if that house doesn't sell, or if I'm investing in a rehab, if something goes wrong, then, you know, you're probably not gonna get your money back. So there's risk involved for sure, but that's with anything, I feel like, unless you're just working your, 9-to-5 job, which I do. So I get my pay from that. So I feel like that looks better. This just kind of like makes me look more youthful, I think, happier. If I want a more masculine look, I won't wear blush at all. I will use actually contour instead, and that will make me look more like angled, sharp, kind of mean, which I don't want. I'm on YouTube. I want to look happy, friendly, and nice, because I am. I am a very nice person. But don't piss me off, because I am a Scorpio, so that's it, we're stubborn. Now I'm gonna go with highlighter. I love highlighter, you guys. I know like everybody else on the internet does too, but I really like it. I'm gonna go in with this Kosas blush highlight combination. It might actually be bronzer and highlight, I don't even know. Ooh, this is a better mirror. So while I apply this, another question that I get is what got me into YouTube? Really, it was sunscreen. So my uncle actually passed away from melanoma cancer when I wasn't very young. I think I was like 11 or 12. But I was young enough that, I didn't really understand it. I just knew that, cancer had killed him, and it was a cancer that wasn't really genetic, I guess. It was something that he brought on himself, right, in a way. He was outside a lot and didn't wear sunscreen. And I like to do a lot of the things that he likes to do. He loved to go boating. He had a boat. He lived in southern Florida, so he was, the sun is strong all year round. I moved to Southern California. With those things being an account, I'm like, I don't want to follow the steps that he does. I love to be outside and stuff, but I'm going to protect myself to avoid getting cancer, right? Some of these sunscreens were just so awful, and I started to just try to find a better sunscreen. There wasn't a lot of sunscreen reviews when I had first started my YouTube on the sunscreens that I love. So my first YouTube videos on skincare that I did were regarding Japanese sunscreens, which there really wasn't a lot of reviews. And these were bomb products. Like, these did not feel like sunscreen. And to this day, my favorite sunscreen is the Hada Labo UV White Gel. It's so phenomenal. I'm applying highlighter to the tops of my cheekbones, a light amount. We're trying to be more natural. And down my nose to kind of highlight. Sometimes I'll put a little on my chin, but I don't even think that makes a difference. But yeah, those are the areas that I'm Oh, I did under my eyebrow, like right here, to kind of lift that up. I don't have a lot of like eyebrow space. A lot of guys don't. And I don't know, I feel like I'm not getting a whole lot of pigments. I'm gonna try to use my finger. I feel like there's a lot of people are focusing more on trendy things on YouTube, new launches, sponsorships, and you know, all that stuff is really great and fun, but it's not realistic to the everyday person, you know? And I really tried to like step back and say like, hey, maybe this product's not new, but it's bomb. You don't necessarily need a new product to have a good product. Or there wasn't a lot of drugstore reviews in general. And I don't think that people should be spending like half their paycheck on beauty products. Like we all want to look our best and feel our best, but we don't need to spend all our money on that. So that's kind of why I wanted to get onto YouTube in the first place and just kind of spread awareness that like you can use a sunscreen that's good for you, that's affordable, that looks good, that feels good, that isn't like sticky, white cast disgusting, because that's probably the reason that my uncle didn't wear sunscreen, is because it was gross. I just kind of wanted to come on here and do that, and it turned into like sharing my skincare routine. I used to have pretty bad acne, and I went to a dermatologist. It wasn't really that helpful. I have a really nice dermatologist now. She's super, super nice, smart, but she doesn't know a lot about sunscreens that I use, the Japanese ones. Like, she literally has no idea. When I mentioned it to her, she's like, I didn't even know that they use different filters or better filters. So I'm trying to spread that information even more and help people out. Next, what I'm gonna do is set my face with powder, because I am an oily and I need to set my face with powder. You don't have to wear makeup to set your face. I know a lot of people like to use powder just to mattify, get rid of shine, help hide the pores. That's what I'm gonna do. So I know that we're heading into fall, and that's really scary for a lot of people, but I'm really trying to embrace it. I love summer, and I didn't really get to enjoy much of the summer just because of the weather. I was busy working and didn't really do a lot this summer. Stuff that like I wanted to. By the way, I'm setting areas that I get oily, my T-zone, and pretty much where I put that concealer. But yeah, I'm trying to really embrace fall. I'm using the Revolution Pro Translucent Setting Powder. It's translucent, so really any skin tone can use it. And it should be fine because it doesn't leave a color. It's also very smoothing on the skin. It really helps hide pores. And what do you guys like to do in this fall? Or what was one of your favorite things that you did over the summer of 2021? Let me know down below. And then what I do is I take whatever's remaining from that sponge and I just put it everywhere just to kind of morph everything together. Next up, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I have not gotten my eyebrows professionally done in years, like six years or something. I used to get them threaded. I've got them threaded I think 2 or 3 times. I want more oomph in my brows and I don't have that. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde. I don't have the cap. I think it broke. Yeah, it's long gone. So I'm gonna take this brush. This is a spoolie brush. This is also from the Totally Plastic BH Cosmetics collection, which is at Ulta, by the way. Ooh, they already look better after I just did that. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna apply on the other end of the brush is, you know, a brush, and I'm gonna put that through my eyebrows just to add a little bit more darkness, depth to my brows. And then, like, when you're doing brows, you need to step back. Put that mirror far away, because you will overdraw if you're up close and personal. They're looking good, but we gotta set these babies down. It's gonna be windy. Your brows are gonna be all over the place, so you gotta set them down. To set down my brows, I have been using this Covergirl Professional Natural Lash. I just use it for my eyebrows, because I don't do anything in my eyelashes. But once you have your brows where you want them, you're gonna go ahead and set them with this product. This is super affordable. It's like $6. They give you like a good amount of product, so I feel like this is gonna last me kind of a long time. Oh, also I forgot to mention about the sponges. Clean your sponges. Sponge I used to blend out the concealer and stuff. Yeah, you need to clean those. Those get dirty and they can harbor bacteria and mold, so you want to make sure that you're cleaning those. I recommend cleaning them, like I usually use concealer or put on makeup like once or twice a week. I try to clean them like once every 2 weeks. I have multiple sponges. I just clean once a month. I clean all my sponges, so I'd say I use them like 5 times in between cleaning. I'm not saying that's a perfect answer, it's just what I do, but I know some people that haven't cleaned their sponges in like months. Are you okay? So then once I apply that mascara, I just take this spoolie brush that was from the regular brush with nothing on it, and I just put that through my brows just to make sure everything is setting down, drying down where I actually want my brows, which I think I do want them there. Another tip with my, oh, I really like the way my brows came out, damn. Do my brows differently depending on the look that I want, so I'll put the arch a little bit higher if I want more of a cutesy look, and then I'll put them lower, which would lower my lid space, and I wouldn't put any highlight under my brows if I want more of like a masculine, like low cut look. Today, I feel like we're kind of in the middle. The arch is popping a little bit, but we're kind of low, and I'm into it. I really am. I like that. So now we have our last step that we're gonna do. I'm gonna be using the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 100. There's multiple colors of this product. This is, I think, the lightest shade, because like I said, I'm a pale ass, so I'm using the lightest color. And this just gives a little bit of like color to the face. It's also more of a neutral tone, so it is gonna contour a little bit. And I'm gonna be using this on my forehead and on my nose and my jawline. I don't contour my cheekbones because, have you seen me? I don't need to do that. From this brush collection, which is from BH Cosmetics, the Totally Plastic line. So I'm gonna pick up, I think there's only one, I think, yeah, this is the contour brush. So I'm taking the contour brush. It's really like this nice fluffy brush. Alright, so I'm gonna apply some bronzer, like I said, up on my forehead a little bit. Just to kind of add a little bit of color, make it look like I've left my house, been out in the sun, living my best life, beach days, you know, but we ain't doing that. So I also wanted to talk about a question that somebody got for me, is they said, what was it like going to school so far away? So I did go to college across the country. I am from Boston, Massachusetts, and I went to college in San Diego. So I lived in the Northeast, or I grew up in the Northeast, and I went to school in the Southwest. So total polar opposites, but really it wasn't that different. Like I feel like I fit in better with the people in Southern California or San Diego, just because I went there for a reason. Like I liked that type of life. I like warm weather. Like I said, I like to spend time outside. Like I don't like that September comes and I can't go boating or whatever. Like I used to go out on my friend's boat in California in January, March, November. I mean, you just can't do that in Boston. The water is still cold in California because the way that the streams work and stuff like that, or Alaskan Sea, and then when you're down in Baja California, Mexico, Cabo area and stuff like that, you get more the warmer water. So the water is very similar to Boston. It's cold and it's not like super clear. The only place that it was clear was in La Jolla, but that's because they cleared out the seafloor and like put in sand and stuff like that, and there's not waves in that specific like area, so the seaweed and stuff stays away, and that is beautiful, and there's seals and stuff. The water's still cold, but it's gorgeous. It wasn't really that bad. Like the hardest part was like the things that you don't really take into consideration, or that you're like, oh, it doesn't happen that often, but like moving in and out was a pain because I couldn't really get a lot of help moving in and out. I didn't want to ask to like keep stuff at my friends' houses, you know, so I would have to get storage units and I'd have to move it all by myself, and like getting furniture and stuff. So it was kind of a pain. And then I literally moved there and I did not know anybody. No lie. Like I knew a couple people from Instagram, or maybe that I met when I was touring the school, but some of them didn't even end up going to that school, so that was like a challenging part. Another challenging part was the time change. Like sometimes it would be hard to kind of connect with my family and like my siblings and stuff, because when I would be able to talk to them was like Sunday night. If I'm like taking a study break or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, let me call up my mom or my brother, whatever, like let's see what they're up to. And it'd be like Sunday at 7 p.m. and I'm kind of like winding down or making dinner or whatever, and they're like, yeah, it's 10 p.m. here, we're going to bed. So yeah, that's the other thing, but I had a lot of fun and I made the best of it. I'm so happy that I made the choice to go there. It was really hard. People told me don't go. People told me you're not gonna get in, you're not gonna do well there, you can't afford it, whatever. And I just kind of like followed my dreams. I didn't let anybody listen to me. I'm so glad that I went away and I got to see so many different things and talk to so many different people and learn about different backgrounds, especially being on this border. You see a lot of people that are immigrants or Mexican, or that their families lived in California before we conquered it. So it was just so cool, and you know, you get a whole different perspective of like, hey, how you live doesn't have to be that way, and that's not how everybody lives. You know, that's how you, your neighbors, your town, whatever lives, but like that's not everybody in the country. And you don't see that when you're stuck in your own bubble at home. I loved that. Obviously, you guys know I love real estate, so I loved the real estate out there. It's gorgeous. A lot of it's planned, so things make a lot of sense, and it's super easy to get around, despite what people say about the traffic. Yes, there's rush hour traffic, but besides that, which there's everywhere, besides that, it's super easy to get around Southern California, and there's a lot to do, so. But I hope you guys enjoyed this chatty glow-up routine with me. Hopefully you think I look bomb. What else I would do to kind of full glow up, I would probably do my hair a little bit better, and I would wear some nice outfit, put on some nice jewelry. I do like my high-end jewelry. I like to save my money on my skincare, but the jewelry I will splurge on, or like nice shoes or something like that. So that is what I would do for my glow up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit. I didn't answer a whole lot of questions. If you want more style videos like this of like getting ready, just kind of chatting, talk through, I actually really enjoyed it. I didn't feel shy or uncomfortable at all, and I'm really happy to be uploading it and kind of getting it off my chest of like, yes, I'm a guy, yes, I do wear makeup. Maybe that's only because I'm not in college anymore and like nothing really matters anymore. It's just, I'm out here getting my bread and doing my thing and being happy, but it definitely feels good to be putting this out there. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I will catch you in my next video. I do post Mondays and Fridays, so please stay tuned. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And again, I appreciate your time. Bye.